Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Pius Giagina. One of the questions that I get asked a lot is which tools or skills do I need to start out as a content creator? Let us roll the intro and dive straight into this video. First and foremost, if you would like to venture into content creation, you need to identify your target audience. What do I mean by you identifying your target audience? There are so many people who are creating different types of content, and those people have different categories of audiences. If you're a person who would like to create content about cameras, production, and tutorials like me, that means that your target audience are the people who would like to learn skills about camera work, people who would like to learn video editing, and people who would like to learn how to create better videos. So you need to identify which audience are you targeting. Is it the audience of people who love cooking? Is it the audience of people who love to listen to relationship advice? Or is it the audience of people who like motivation videos? So once you identify the target audience, you need to then identify what is your niche as an individual. For me, as a person who has been creating content for some time, I've realized it is so hard for you to create content that you don't love. So for you as a person who would like to start out in this game of content creation, you need to identify what do you love doing? What is that niche that makes you happy? And trust me, if you identify the niche you love personally, then your content will start flowing in that line. Don't create content because you're seeing other people are getting so many views in that category of content. Don't create content just because your friends, it is the content that they are creating. Create the content that you love to create. Create that content that makes you happy. Create the content that you will create and you don't feel like you're stressing so much. So identify which category of content you would like to create, and trust me, if you identify the kind of content you like to create, you'll feel that it is so easy for you to create that kind of content. Now, another step that you need to follow, or another skill that you need to learn to become a content creator, is using what you have to get what you don't have. In this case, you don't have the audience that you'd like to get, but all you have are the skills. So use the skills that you have to get this audience, all the audience's attention. And there are so many people who would like to start content creation with big equipment because that is what they see online. There are so many people who like to start with flashy transitions, all flashy video editing skills because that is what they see online. All I can tell you is that it takes time for you to gain all this equipment. It takes time for you to gain all these skills that you see people are flashing on social media. But you can start out with the content that you have and then use the skills that you have. With the time, you can learn and get better while you're creating content. Because at the end of the day, what matters is not how many skills you have or how many good transitions you're going to put into your videos, but what matters is the content that you're sharing with people. So use what you have to get what you don't have. If it is the mobile phone that you have, use the mobile phone that you have so that with the time you can gain influence and money to buy the equipment you see other people are buying. First and foremost, you'll need a camera, and one of the best cameras that I advise people or I recommend people to get is the smartphone. Why do I recommend people to get a smartphone? Because you need to start with a low budget. If you're a person who can afford a camera, the Sony ZV-1 is one of the entry camera that you can buy and you start out as a content creator. But if you cannot afford that camera, I advise you to start with a mobile phone because there are so many people who are venturing into this field of content creation, and all they are using is the mobile phone. So if you're a person who can use a mobile phone and that is what you can afford, you can start with that. Another tool you will need to start out as a content creator is a microphone. I've always said that there are so many people out there who are willing to watch a bad video, but they are not willing to listen to a bad audio. So you need to get a microphone. For people who don't have money to buy Rode microphones or any other microphone for your mobile phone or camera, you can decide to use your earphones. For people who have been using earphones for a long period of time, you understand that there are those earphones that have a receiver section. So that receiver section, it can as well act as a microphone. That is the reason as why when you're receiving calls, you speak through that receiver. So for people who haven't bought a microphone and you can't afford it, you can use those earphones. And as time goes on, as you're creating this content, you can save and buy a better mic. But for now, if you can afford it, earphones, start with that for your audio. And trust me, your content will look amazing. Another tool that you can start with is the tripod. You need to understand that for you to get such stable shots like the one I'm having, or in case you're filming yourself, you need a tripod, and a tripod will help you stabilize your shots. Away from the expensive tripods you're going to see online, there are mobile tripods you can buy if you're a person who is going to start out with a mobile phone. If you're a person who is going to start out with a camera, there are so many tripods online that are so cheap for the camera that I recommended to you. Another tool that you'll need for you as a person who is starting out in this field, all for you to start out in this field of content creation, is lighting. Most of the time I've told people you don't need expensive light to start out with creating amazing shots, or for you to start out as a content creator. One of the things that I usually use, or one of the lighting setup that I've used in most of the videos, is the natural light. So feel free to move out and use the sun, or to shoot under the shade. You will get amazing shots. To give you an example about window light, this is me in the same place. I've decided to turn on the light so that you can see what I'm talking about. But you will see that when I get close to the window, right now my face is getting clear light. So this is one of the tricks that you can use in your videos if you're someone who is starting out. And trust me, I talked about using a mobile phone. I'm using a mobile phone to film this particular clip right now. So you can start out with what you have to get what you don't have, and then you can venture into this field of content creation, and with time you can upgrade slowly or step by step. Another essential step in content creation is editing, and for you as a person who's starting out, you'll need a laptop or you'll need editing apps. Which are the mobile editing apps that I personally use when I'm creating videos for social media? One is CapCut, another is Premiere Rush, but I find CapCut more easy compared to Premiere Rush. But also, in case you would like to use Premiere Rush, you can decide to Google for tutorials. I believe there are so many tutorials online that will teach you to use this specific application for editing videos on your mobile phone. For people who are going to be using a laptop, you can decide to get softwares like Premiere Pro, softwares like DaVinci Resolve, which is completely free, And these softwares will help you edit your videos or even make your videos better. What you need to understand is that most of the videos you watch online are edited, and that is the reason as why they sound so perfect. But when people are recording these videos, they are known as perfect as you see them online. Those are some of the mistakes that we make when we are recording these videos. But by the time you watch these videos, you don't see those mistakes, because at the end of the editing process, we remove all those mistakes that we have made in the videos. So you will need to have a laptop and software that will help you to edit your videos in case you're starting out in this field of content creation. Or if you can't afford a laptop, you will need editing applications on your mobile phone. So many people don't talk about the fact that you'll need an SD. Don't tell you that if you're using a mobile phone to create content, you will need space on your phone, because the videos you're going to create, all the photos that you're going to edit and take, they need a lot of space, because most videos for social media, they need to be quality. And quality is one of the key aspects that people are using to stand out from the many people that are creating content on social media. So you will need storage, you will need space on your mobile phone so that you can have enough space to create content from. Another step that you need to understand if you want to start out as a content creator is to identify where you want to belong. There are two kinds or groups of content creators. There are those content creators who show their face, and there are those content creators who don't show their face. So you need to identify among the two groups, where do you want to belong? Do you want to be the content creator who shares their face, or you want to be the content creator who doesn't show their face but edit videos and share them on social media? And if you identify where you want to belong in the two groups, the last step that you need to take is to identify which social media platforms you want to focus on, or which social media platforms you want to be an influencer on. And once you identify if you want to be on Facebook, if you want to be on YouTube, if you want to be on Instagram, if you want to be on TikTok, at the end of the day, this will put you in a position to understand which kind of content you will need to create. Also, something that I've not talked about in this video that I feel it is so important for you to understand is the fact that things are not going to be easy for you. It is going to be a tough road, but you just need to keep going. I'll give you an example. On my YouTube channel, if you go through all the videos, it has been a process of growth, but also on the other hand, it has been a process of patience. So you need to be patient, you need to work hard. For example, you will have to put out, let me say, 3 videos or even 2 videos in a week. There are even some people who decide to post a video on a daily basis. So it is not going to be easy for you. You just need to hang in there. But trust me, with time, people start to come in. And with time, it starts to make sense. So you need to be willing to put in the hard work, because there are so many people that have been on the YouTube platform or any other social media platform for years. To give you a task to understand what I'm talking about, try and look for any influential YouTuber or content creator that is inspiring you. Go to their YouTube channel or go to their channel. If they are not people who delete their content, and scroll from the top to the bottom, you'll see most of them, they have creepy work. Most of them started 5 to 6 years back to create content for social media. So you need to understand, no matter how long it is going to take you, you're willing to be there for as long as it takes. So that is an essential tip that so many people don't really share with you, even the content creator. And when you are starting out, it is one of the hardest things to understand, but you need to hang in there and just create content. But at the end of the day, after a certain period of time, I don't know how long it will take you, but after a certain period of time, still it will pay off and it will make sense to you. If this video has been useful to you, don't forget to support by liking and subscribing. But in case you have a comment that you like to share with me, please comment in the comment section below, and I'll be responding to any questions that you have put in the comment section below. But also, if this video has answered your question well, please let me know in the comment section below. My name is Pius Jagenda. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.